Marvel's wrapped up its first season on ABC last week, bringing the story of the royal family of Attilan to a close after only 8 episodes. The short season had a long journey to the screen, spending years in development as a movie before being bumped to the small screen, and it hasn't been an easy one. Despite attempts to make a splash with an IMAX premiere, failed to really take off, and the season finale aired to low ratings and less than stellar reviews, although did have some fans. Of course, with one season in the can and things not looking too great for a second season, it's time to take a look back over season 1. For all its faults, this freshman season did a decent job of introducing the major characters in a clear storyline and thanky one that is fairly self-contained. The finale completed the main arc while still leaving possibilities open for future seasons or appearances elsewhere in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But before we get to that point, let's take a look all the way back to Episode 1. Related biggest unanswered questions from Inhumans Season 1. Maximus's coup on Attilan began by setting up life as usual on the moon kingdom of Attilan, a grey and dreary place that looks a little like a prison, but is supposed to be a luxurious and technologically advanced civilization. This world runs on a strict caste system, where all Inhumans undergo ritual pterogenesis, and those with the best abilities live better lives than those with less impressive ones. The worst end up in the mines, a miserable and dangerous life without much hope of happiness. The royal family, meanwhile, are living in the lap of grey, angular luxury. Black Bolt Anson Mount is the silent king, whose smallest whisper could bring down a building. Ruling at his side is Medusa Surinder Swan, with psychokinetic control over her ankle-length hair. While their siblings and cousins also enjoy positions of power thanks to their royal connections. Medusa's sister, Crystal Isabel Cornish, is happy here with her teleporting dog, Lockjaw, but Maximus Iwanryon is not. When he underwent his pterogenesis, he did not come out with a stunning ability, but with absolutely no change at all for all intents and purposes. He is human. He also knows that the only reason he is not living the worst kind of life on Attilan is because his brother is the king, and has grown up to be bitter and resentful. So bitter and resentful, in fact, that begins with him staging a coup against his own family, claiming to want to get rid of the caste system and create a more equal Attilan. He is able to overthrow the family. He captures Crystal and attacks their supporters, even managing to hold Medusa and have her hair shaved before she is able to escape. By the 3rd episode, Maximus is installed on the throne, and the rest of the royals have been separated and are on Earth. The royal family are scattered in Hawaii. Maximus quickly goes from promising change to becoming a whole new kind of terrifying dictator, using a teenager's powers for his own gain, slaughtering the Genetic Council and anyone else who opposes him, and drafting people into his own private guard to send after the royal family. He also releases some of the most dangerous Inhumans in order to try and use them to capture and kill the royals before they can come back and boot him off the throne again. Meanwhile, on Earth, each of the Inhumans meets some natives who help them fend off Maximus's guards and reunite with their family. Gorgon Emi connects with a group of surfers who teach him how to have a little fun, kick back with some beers, and that once they've connected with someone, they'll risk everything to help them. Karnak Henleung ends up with a trio of drug growers, and with damaged powers, thanks to a head wound. While the leader becomes violent and suspicious and attempts to kill him, he falls in love with the 3rd member of the group, a young woman who also teaches him how to live a little, and to accept a little uncertainty in his life. Crystal and Lockjaw don't so much meet. A new friend is hit by him on the road, and after his ex-Yvette tends to be injured Lockjaw, they also head to the beach to learn about the joys of relaxation and swimming in the ocean. While everyone else learns a valuable lesson about how to relax in Hawaii, Medusa is frantically searching for her husband. With the help of a quirky NASA scientist, Louise, played by Ellen Woglom, who is desperate to help her so that she can go to the moon. Finally, Black Bolt ends up arrested, and then broken out of jail by a scientist who is studying Inhumans from Earth. After a few episodes of self-discovery and fighting off Maximus's lackeys, the family finally reunites, and gets together a plan to take Attilan back from Maximus. Sadly, though, before they can manage this, Gorgon is killed in a final battle with Maximus's troops. Page 212.